Hello, my crafty friends. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my craft room. This is Sheree, and today I'm here for hashtag Junk No More collab, the official day. I've been working on it a little bit here and there, also to do some things I wanted to do on this journal. So yesterday, if you didn't see yesterday's video, I went through my Junky Junk journal because this is a Junky Junk journal collab or a Junky Junk collab. And I went through my basket and sorted through it. And you can see it's quite a bit. It was up to here, like up to the top and a little bit more. So we went through it, sorted through. I got rid of some things. I'll show you what I did as far as, I said I would cut up some my McDonald's Happy Meal boxes. I'm going to show you how those turned out so far. And so here's the journal so far. I've worked on it, but you haven't seen the videos yet. The videos working on the cover will be tomorrow and the next day. So if you would like to see how the cover developed into what it is right now, you can stay tuned for those videos. But today we're going to work on the pages, and that's the hashtag for this week or this month, and it is junk mail. So I'm going to pull everything from here and then cut it up into pages and things like that. So, but let me first show you. Let me move this out of the way. I cut up the two. I put everything away that I said I was going to put away. There were some things from my scrap box, not my Junky Junk journal box or basket. And oh, actually, my scraps are in a box. And then there was some plastic like packaging, cellophane packaging, and plastic bags, things like that. I put those all with my plastic bag stash. But these are the McDonald's Happy Meal boxes that I had kept, and I said, well, I need to either get rid of these or cut them up, so that's what I did. And here they are. So this is what I have so far. So I haven't covered the back or anything yet. I don't have to, but I can if I want to. So, they're just like cardboard or cardstock. But here's a piece here. I thought this could be a journaling card and this could be a pocket. That's why I made it smaller. And then I have the tree from one of the sides. And I thought that was a super cute little apple tree. And then this little smiley face was from one of the sides of one of the boxes. And then I cut out these words, apple picking, were on the box, one of the boxes. I thought that was super cool for my, I'm calling this journal that I'm working on it's got Little Red Hen on the front. So it's Little Red Hen, but it's also kind of farm themed. So I thought apple picking, I thought that would be something I'd be able to use. And then I just took my little 1-inch circle punch and cut out some pieces. So there was some little pictures on there that I didn't think I wanted to keep the whole piece, but I cut out the little pictures with that circle punch. So there's a little house here. There were some windows on one side. So this is a window with a little flower vase in, a window with a little girl. This is a milk carton. There was a cat sitting in a window. That's what this is. There was a cat in the yard, so that's what that is. Little car, a bee. Aren't those cute? And a little baby in a window. So that's what I did with one side. I just punched out the little pictures. So I've got those to use now hopefully in this journal. So I'm going to pick out some pages. I want to start with the junk mail, like I said, since this is actually junk mail. Some of these are junky junk stuff that I've saved. But I'm going to pull out all the junk mail and see. I would imagine it's going to be mostly envelopes. So I'll see how many envelopes I have, or pieces of envelopes. So I'm not going to make the whole inside envelopes, but I just want to see what do I have in here that is actually junk mail, because I haven't made, well, I have, but made a point of saving junk mail, but then I decided I didn't like it specifically. This was junk mail. This was the cover of a magazine that I talked about yesterday. This is my calendar, so that wasn't junk mail. Let's see, anything else that was junk mail? This was junk mail. Well, not junk mail, but mail that I saved a piece of the envelope. So it wasn't like junk mail, but I guess you could just say junk from mail. You know, it doesn't have to be like it wasn't junk mail. Like you got a bill that wasn't junk mail, or you got a whatever card, but you saved the envelope or the stamp or the piece of the card. So that's all mail. Here's a stamp. So that was mail. I guess I'm pulling out. Let's redefine our what we're pulling out here. Mail. Anything that was mail that I saved from the mail. Okay. And we're about to the bottom. Sorry, I hope you can see okay. I just want to take everything out of here. Okay, so these are my painty papers. There's a lot of little pieces down here at the bottom. Let me pull those out. Put those at the top. I don't know why those ended up on the bottom, but they did. Okay, so let's see what we got left here. Piece of a calendar. This is packaging. This was this was something in the mail. It was an envelope that I got. Something came in it or with it in the mail. Tissue boxes, and these are all from tissue boxes. Okay, so we're going to start with that and see what we can do. So here's the size of our journal that we're working on. And so, yeah, just let me take a second to explain here. This is an open collab. Everyone's welcome to participate. Maria, this collab is with my good friend Maria of Maria's Miscellany. Her channel will be linked below, so make sure you go check out her channel and her video today, because she always comes up with something really great. She really thinks outside the box, very creative, so you definitely want to watch her video and see what she's doing today. But everyone's welcome to participate, and you can, post today if you want to post a video or something on Instagram. Use our hashtag #JunkNoMore, and just try to post on the 14th. But if you can't, post any day, because I've been using it on other days, and you'll see in my next two videos where I work on the cover here, I use the hashtag because it has to do with this collab, but it wasn't necessarily, I can't do everything on the 14th, so that's why I did that. So this envelope, let's start with this. I see it looks like it was originally folded like this. Let's see how it's too wide. I could make this some type of a page, and either way, let's see, is this a separate piece of paper, or is it? It's in there, so I'll leave it for now. I might try to get it out later. But for some reason, there's another fold right here. I don't know. Maybe that was the original fold, and somehow, I don't know what happened there, but if it was before I got it or after I got it, and they folded it differently. But see, if I fold it like that on this line, it fits in here. So I could actually put it in as a page. And so this is going to be a one signature journal, and these are going to be, signature is going to be sewn in, with like a 3 pamphlet stitch. So I could have this right here fold as where it will go into the signature, and looks like it will fit like that. I could even, if I wanted it smaller, let's see if I could make another. I could actually make another fold and make it a little smaller. Let me look at that again. So like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that for now, but if I need it to be smaller, I could pull this down and make another fold over here, and that will make this even less, in width, less wide. Okay, so we'll start with that. It fits in there perfectly. Now, some things I'm going to have to cut down, I know. I'm thinking I'm going to make get about 10 papers to put in here. So we've got 9 to go. So I'm going to go next to these two and see what we can do with these. So I can fold it in half this way. I can fold it in half this way. I think this way is going to be too narrow. Let's just check it and make sure. I mean, I could put it in like this, but I'd rather have it a little wider. And I want to focus on, let's see, I'm going to have to cut off some anyway. Well, not too much though, really, but a little bit. So I guess I'll leave the whole thing. and then just fold it in half. Go ahead, make a fold. And I like this because of the flower and the bee, and it was, like I said, a cover to a little like a freebie magazine I got in the mail. So it's too wide, a little bit too wide. So let's cut off about 1/2 inch this way. Okay, that's what we're left with. Okay, and then the length, I need about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch off also. I kind of would like to keep this Field and Family. I like the font and the letters and the word there. So I'm going to just cut right next to that Y. See how that looks. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Let's see. Let's put it around. This is so pretty. This might be I think it's so pretty for just something I saved from the mail. There's a dog. My son's dog is barking. We're watching her this weekend. I want to make it sound like she's in a fenced area that's beside our house. And it almost sounded like she was not like too close to my window here, which would mean she would be out of the fenced area, which is not a good thing. So, but I think she's okay. She's in. I can tell she's not in front of my window with the second and third bark. It's like, oh, she's in the right area. She can't get out of there, but unless somebody opens the gate or something and leaves it open. Okay, so now we're left with, let's see, let's do this. I'm doing all the biggest pages next, and then we'll do the envelopes, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those. So I really like this. I like postage theme things and mail, and like air mail and things like this. So I like these envelopes. That's why I kept them. They're very strong. Tyvek. I mean, you can't get any stronger than this. You can't. I know when I get them at work, and I have to open one in the mail, I have to use my scissors. My letter opener won't even, you can't, they're so strong you can't get through it with the letter opener. You have to use I have to use scissors to get them open. So anyway, I'm going to cut about right here. Make a little pinch there, and we will see what we're left with. I like the little green edging, so I'm not going to be able to keep both of them unless I make a pocket. Oh, it's even hard to cut through with my paper cutter. Let me, there's an extra thick part right here where the envelope is put together. Let me get my scissors here. Let me use my scissors on here. This part right here where it's folded, like there's, gosh, my scissors barely cut through there. Yeah, that's a really strong paper. Tyvek. I mean, people use it for binding their journals too, and then you can save these envelopes and use it for the spine if you want to. I use masking, or not masking tape. I use duct tape instead of this, but some people use this with glue, so it is very strong. Okay, so I can make a pocket here. Maybe I will do that so I can keep my green edges. Let's fold it up and see how big it would need to be, the pocket, or if it would even be big enough to make a pocket. Yeah, I think I can do that. I think that'll be all right. Something like that. Okay. Alright, so this video is going to be on the 14th, and on the 14th I will be at my youngest son's wedding. So I'm making this before the 14th, so that weekend I still have my videos out, but I won't be making videos because they'll already be made ahead of time. But yes, that late afternoon evening, my youngest son is getting married. My oldest son's already married, so, and that's all. 2 boys, so both my boys will be married. Pretty exciting. So I'm a little I'm not nervous. I'm nervous about just taking care of a guest from out of town. I think that's the thing that's making me the most nervous. Like, what am I going to do with them type of thing. But it'll be all right. We'll work it out. Okay, so that does fit. And I like that a lot, that we made a pocket there and everything. So 3 pages, 3 papers so far. So let's see what envelopes we have. A piece of an envelope, because the front was, you know, written on and everything. So I didn't save that, but I like this pattern here. So I saved that. And then these are all full envelopes, all different patterns. So let's see what we have. This one, this one I already opened up, okay. And these are just whole, I haven't opened those up yet. So since I've already opened up this one, look at that pattern, isn't that pretty? I don't know, I get a kick out of the, security envelope patterns. So let's take it and put it in here. See what it looks like and what we want to do here. We probably want to keep the window part. We're going to have to cut this down or do something. Let's turn it around this way and bring the window down. And then we can also make a pocket here maybe, because there's a lot sticking out down here. So let's turn it over and fold up. And that way we won't be cutting off our pretty pattern paper there. And it actually folds up right below this window. And I'll glue or sew these pockets together later. But today we're just getting our papers ready for our pages. Let's put this, see we have a pocket here. Let's put this here. I don't want all the pockets together. You know what, let's put, hold on. We've got the magazine cover here. This envelope. I kind of might want this in the middle because it's pretty. So see, like that would be a pretty middle page, and then so we'll do it like that. I just didn't want the 2 pockets together. Oh, here we go. So this is the pocket here. This is our envelope that we put in here. So we've got magazine cover, this one with the pocket, this envelope. This will have a pocket too, right here, a side pocket, and then this with the pocket here. So hopefully we won't, I mean, it's okay if we have a pocket in every page. I just don't usually have a pocket in every page. Let's see how it's fitting in here. Is everything fitting in? Yes, it is. Okay, so far so good. Now, so let's do something a little different since we have, these are kind of basically the same. They just have a different pattern inside. So let's do something a little different. Let's make these into pockets this way. We'll just have a journal full of pockets here and paper. So if we do this, and then we will see how wide it is. No, it's not going to be too wide. We will, let's see. I think we will cut a little piece here and leave these flaps. So we're going to just cut a little, I think a little triangle here might work. Let's see how that looks. We cut a little triangle right in the middle there, right on our fold. So that was our guideline. And now we have like that. And then we put it in here. Let's see what it will look like and how it will work. All right. So let's see. Once we have a pocket or some kind of tuck spot on every page. It doesn't matter where we put it. Let's put it here. Say it's going to be here. And then our signature will be in here. See, and then, so this will be sewn in like that. And then you can still open this and get things in and out of there. And there's our window there. And then here's the other side. Let's see how the other side works. Make sure everything's open. Make sure it opens okay. Yep, it opens fine. Okay. So you can round that corner. I could round that corner, or you could cut this off even if you wanted to. I'm not really worried about it. So I'm going to leave it like that, at least for now. Okay, now we have this piece that I cut like this, and it can be another short page, or let's see something here. I've been doing this lately in my journals, and it's kind of fun, I think. Let's see if I put this up here, and this is here. I can still open this. So I think I'm going to do that. But I need to cut off. There's a little white part here. Just because I need to cut off something here, I'm going to cut off that little white part and see if that's enough, and see if it fits in here the way I want it to. Okay, so let's cut that off. And I don't think it's too wide. Like, there's a little white part here I could cut off, but I don't think it's too wide. No, it's not. Okay, so let's fold it in half. So this is the back half of an envelope that I had saved. And let's see how it fits up here. I think it's kind of fun to have these little pages like this. I think it's going to be too... Is it going to be too tall? Oh, no. It's going to fit perfectly, I think. I might have to cut off a sliver, but let's just pretend like it's sewn in. Not too wide. Okay. We open our journal. We're flipping through, everything in there, tucked in there. Okay, so we're flipping through 1 page, 2 page. Here it is. And you'll be able to flip that one and this one. See, it's separate, but it's together. And this can still open and put something in there. I think that's kind of fun. Okay. So, we've got one more envelope. Let's open this one. Oh, I already opened this one too. Sometimes at work, I probably got these at work, and if I have, like, if I'm super busy, like I do not have time to mess with these envelopes right now, I'll just throw them in my bag or my drawer there and bring them home. But if I feel like I have a few seconds, I will just go ahead and mess around with them a little bit and cut them open like this and have them ready to go, or do something with them. Like, just, it only takes a second. I gotta do something with it anyway. I gotta either throw it away or put it somewhere or whatever. So let's put this one. I really like these stripes. These are cool. I wonder, let's see. So it would fit like this with the flap. Upright is this way, so it could be, let me fold it in half and see what it looks like. I really, really like these stripes though. I'm so glad I kept this one. I will keep all of them that look like this. And that's one thing when I was narrowing down my Junky junk journal basket. I was thinking that I would definitely keep all the blank envelopes, because this is just a blank envelope you're supposed to use, I guess, to return something to whoever. So I thought, why not just keep all of these? And, so that would be me narrowing down the envelopes that I keep, instead of keeping the ones that have stuff all over them. So, unless I just cut off the back like I did that one. So this, what would be fun about this? First of all, it has the window here. And then we could keep this flap up here and maybe glue it down over here. And it could be a little up tuck here and on the other side. I could cut here and then it could flip up, but I think an up tuck would be fun. So, how many pages did we get out of those? That was just the junk mail that we cut up there and turned into pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 papers, and I really just need 4 more. So let's look in my Junky junk journal basket and pick out 4 more. So, and we're going to pretty up those pages and things And so I'm going to use things that are not necessarily junk. I'm definitely going to use some things that are not from my Junky Junk journal basket. But right now, the rest of the pages are going to be from my Junky Junk journal basket. So let's see what I have. I definitely want to use a couple of, let's see how, it doesn't even matter which one. Let me pull out May. For some reason, May's calling me. These colors kind of match the little red hen right here. Of course, she's got lots of colors on here, but let's see. Okay, so this I can cut down or whatever I want to do to it. So there's one. So I said I need 4 more. So there's one. Let's see what else. It's so hard to narrow it down sometimes, but I've got a flower page. Let's take one of these. I don't know if I've used any of these yet. The papers I painted on, so that's 2. And let's take one of these. This is what I colored from that same type of paper. It's notebook paper, and it had lines on it, but the lines have disappeared when I dyed it with the residue from a paint bottle. So that's 3. So now we only need 1 more. Let's see if there's anything like really different in here as far as different from. I might use one of these. Let's see. Either this blue here, or I've got a bunch of these too. Maybe this one. Let's just use the more muted one, this light blue one, just because it's maybe more farmy than, it's a little shiny, but still, it's a light blue. And like I want this to have a farm vibe. And these colors are a little bit more bright, even though I love them, and they would be fine if I wanted to use them. And I might use this little calendar page too. That's what happens. It always happens. I always add extra pages, more than I say I'm going to. That's exactly how it happens, what you just saw. Oh, I want to use this. Oh, I want to use that. So, all right. So I'm thinking this could go also in the middle, in front of that. So I'm folding it this way in front of that other security envelope page right here. Or do we want to put it in back of it? Let's just see, because I can make it so it would show through the window there. See how pretty that is, showing through the window? I might do that. Okay. And now what else do we have? I wanted this so we could have, technically maybe some writing paper in here. So these two will be writing paper. So let's fold this one this way. I think they're both going to need to be folded that way. Let me see. But I think it's going to be too narrow this way. I'd rather use it this way and cut it down to fit. And I think it would be fun to write on here and just, go with what's unnatural to you. Or you can turn it sideways. So when you write on a page like this, you could do what's unnatural to you and write across the lines, even the lines are going this way. Or you can turn the journal and have a little fun. It would be fun to have writing in different ways and just write this way if you're going to write on this page. So there you go. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do with these. All right, so let's put this first one here, just because this has blue lines on it, and we've got bluish colors here. And we're going to need to cut off a little bit, so I'm going to cut off the holes here. Go ahead and cut off the holes and see if that's enough. Okay, and the width, this way, we're going to need to cut off about 1/2 inch. Sorry if you can't see over there. I'm just got things spread out a little bit here. Okay, there we go. And this is like a little frame, this painting. So I don't know if you think it's weird or not to use that, but I think it's cool to use it because I didn't just throw it away after I was done with it, you know what I mean? So it's really surprising if you've never used something like this in a junk journal, how it looks cool once you get it into the journal. I mean, look at that already. See, it looks like I did that on purpose. I made a frame, a painty frame. So, and it was just from, I laid a paper down there and I painted it. And that's the paint that went outside of the paper I was painting. So, there you go. Okay, now this pink one. Let's see, let's put something here. Let's see. Try to see where we need color. Let's put something here in between these two. I'm going to cut this the same way. Cut off the hole since it's the same notebook paper. Type paper. Cut off the holes and about a half an inch or less on the side. Is that enough? I think I need another sliver off of there. So let's just do it now so I don't have to do it later. So we can see how it's going to be. Okay, so where did I say? I'm just going to put it right here. Okay, all of this is going to go inside there. Okay. And so we have left the calendar page and this wrapping. This is wrapping from a ream of paper from work. So let's see how we want to do this. I already cut off some of it too, the flaps like that were here. I cut that off already, so I could fold it up. I don't know if I did that at work, at home, or on my lunch break or whatever. I might have done it on my lunch break and I'm getting it ready to bring home. So I could fold it up nicely and bring it home, So I'm just trying to decide what part of it I want to use. Let's try to see if I can just use this part here. This main front part. I think I can. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I think that'll work. So we'll have the dolphins there. And it's pretty blue colors. So I'm going to cut some off. I mean, just remember that this is usually, if you work in an office, or if you've ever worked in an office, this is usually ripped off the ream of paper and thrown right in the trash. I don't know if I'm the only one that's ever saved it or not, but hopefully I'm not, right? There, I've got that piece left. I'll put that back in my Junky junk journal basket, and let's get rid of some trash here. And we have this ready to go, except we need to cut it down a little bit more. So let's see, it's going to fit something like this. And we'll just make a little pinch here where I'm going to cut, about right there. So, and I can keep this little page here, and this little piece here that can be a little page and something later. So we'll put that back in my Junky junk journal basket and put this in here. Let's see, we've got color, and this has color on it too actually, and then this is white, but there's color there, white with color here. Okay, we need some color here, so let's put this here. And now, well, we have color here but no color here, so the next page might go right there. So I'm going to try to remember where that is, and we'll see if we put the calendar page right there. Okay, so now the calendar page, and I'm definitely going to have to cut this down. It was from a big calendar from Dollar Tree, and so I'm going to cut a little bit off the side here, probably about an inch, and then the bottom. Let's measure the bottom while we're here and we'll get this done. like that. Give me a little fold there so I can cut right there. We'll have this one ready to go before you know it. So I just wanted to show you how I was cutting down the pages and the papers here that I've saved, and so you can get an idea of, you know, don't be afraid to really use any paper that you save. You can, once you cut it down and get it into a journal, it looks good. It's really amazing. Okay, here's where we said we're going to put this one. See, we're going to have some nice color here. I think that's a little bit too wide still, though. Let me see. I think it's definitely going to be too wide. And there's color there, too, so that is good. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not too wide. Okay, I thought, how did I measure so wrong? No, it's fine. Okay, good. All right, and what do we have left? Is that it? That's it. Okay, we're not going to sew it in right now or put any more or do any decorating or anything like that. That'll be later on. But let me just do one thing. Just 1 second. Okay, guys, sorry, I had to check something real quick, but let's flip through this real quick, and then before we go, I'm going to tell you the prompt for next month. So here's what it looks like so far. These are not sewn in yet, but I will probably go ahead and glue those pockets together and sew this in before the next video, so you'll be able to see it in. And then we'll be doing some decorating and making some, you know, ephemera, but we're going to pretty up these pages too, these Junky Junk Journal pages. We're going to pretty these up, and by the time we're done with this journal, you're not going to even know that we used, or remember, you'll remember, but you know what I'm saying, you won't even, it won't look, I mean, I don't think it already doesn't look like a Junky Junk net right now, but it'll even look like less like Junky Junk by the time we're done. Anyway, let's go through a flip through. So just pretend like these are sewn in, and we're doing a little flip through of an undecorated journal so far. But here we go. So we ended up with 11 papers, which folded in half is 22 pages, and if you count surfaces, that would be 44 surfaces. So that's a lot of surfaces to you know, have fun with in here, or put something on or write on or whatever you want. And by the time you write and glue and do whatever you do in here, it's going to be a chunky little journal. So there you go. Isn't it fun? Oh, I put that at the top so it would show through that window nicely. Got our pocket there. Actually, if I leave that paper in there, this will be a double pocket. So we got a pocket here and a pocket here. I'm not really showing you the pockets, but you know, we made a lot of pockets as we were going along there. So, trying to see if we need any more. So that's what it looks like so far. So let's see one more thing. So we've got, because I like to try not to have two white pages together. So like color, I'm going to call this a white page, but it does have color here. So it's kind of like both. Then there's white here, so okay. So I'm okay. So I've got white here. I've got color here, white here, color here, and actually some color here, but you know, there's a lot of white here too, but not total white. And we've got a lot of white here, but then we have color here, a little bit of white here, and then a little bit of pattern over here. So we kind of mixed it up with the colors and the pattern. There's some white here, pattern, color, white, color, white, color. There's numbers on this page, this calendar page, in white here. I could use some color here though. Color, pattern, and some white there, and then we're at the middle. So really right here, I could stand for a little color. So I might add something that's not Junky Junk, another page from something. We'll see what I add in there. And that will be fun. And we'll see that in the next video. So then the prompt for next month is going to be dryer sheets. Yes, what can you do with dryer sheets? Stay tuned for May 14th, and I will show you what I'm going to be doing with some dryer sheets. Yes, did you ever think of saving those? Save some now because you might want to use them too in your journals if you're not already. So, yes, dryer sheets for next month, don't forget. And stay tuned for other videos during the month on working on this journal. And like I said, the next 2 days we'll be working on the cover so you can see how it came to be, how it is now. And I will see you then. So have a great day. I'll see you later.